Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Chelsea's Nicolas Jackson is turning down top Italian clubs to stay in the Premier League, but will Manchester United, who are being heavily linked, make a move? Meanwhile, Manchester City are gearing up for a potential goalkeeper shake-up, with James Trafford poised for a big return. Let's dive into the details. Chelsea striker Nicolas Jackson has turned down approaches from Italian giants AC Milan and Napoli as he prioritises staying in the Premier League despite uncertainty over his future at Stamford Bridge. The 24-year-old Senegal international, who joined Chelsea from Villarreal for £32 million in 2023, has found himself slipping down the pecking order following the summer arrivals of João Pedro and Liam Delap. The duo, signed for a combined £85 million, impressed during Chelsea's Club World Cup triumph, with Pedro scoring in the final and Delap coming off the bench in their 3-0 win against PSG. Jackson, by contrast, was left as an unused substitute. His diminished role has sparked transfer speculation, with Napoli and AC Milan expressing interest earlier in the window. Napoli reportedly engaged with Jackson's representatives before opting to bring in Udinese's Lorenzo Luca on loan, while Milan viewed him as a potential solution to their striker search. However, Jackson made it clear he has no desire to move to Serie A, with multiple reports confirming his preference to remain in England. This stance has reportedly encouraged Manchester United, who are still seeking a new number 9. The Red Devils have held early talks with Jackson's agent to gauge interest in a potential move. United boss Ruben Amorim is unconvinced by Rasmus Højlund, who netted just 4 Premier League goals last season and could be heading back to Serie A himself. While United have already added Brian Mbeumo from Brentford for £71 million and Matheus Cunha from Wolves for £62.5 million, a central striker remains a priority. Jackson, who scored 30 goals and registered 12 assists in 81 appearances for Chelsea, fits the profile, but the financials may prove challenging. Chelsea are reportedly open to selling the forward, but only for the right price, with an £80 million valuation currently placed on Jackson. That figure could prove off-putting for United, who are not competing in Europe this season and are actively trying to offload several high-earning squad members. The club is working on deals to move on Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Antony, Alejandro Garnacho and Tyrell Malacia, with Rashford understood to have already completed a medical ahead of his loan switch to Barcelona. Another complicating factor is Jackson's recent disciplinary issues. He was sent off twice in his last 5 matches and managed just 98 minutes across Chelsea's 6 Club World Cup fixtures, further fueling manager Enzo Maresca's frustrations. The Italian appears ready to move forward, with Pedro and Delap leading the line. Jackson, who is under contract until 2033, registered 10 goals in 30 Premier League appearances during the 2024-25 campaign. Despite his decline in form and disciplinary concerns, his proven experience and desire to stay in England make him an intriguing yet costly option for clubs like Manchester United. As things stand, while United have yet to submit a formal bid, Jackson's Premier League loyalty keeps the door open. However, unless Chelsea lower their demands or United offload more players, a move may remain unlikely. Manchester City are actively considering a move to re-sign James Trafford from Burnley as uncertainty looms over the futures of current goalkeepers Ederson and Stefan Ortega. The club's long-term planning and contract foresight may soon pay off as Trafford emerges as a leading candidate to become City's next number 1. City's first-choice goalkeeper Ederson could be set for a summer exit, with Turkish giants Galatasaray progressing in negotiations to sign the Brazilian international. The 31-year-old has reportedly agreed personal terms with the Super League champions, with discussions now shifting towards a transfer fee. Ederson, whose contract expires in 12 months, had previously resisted a move to Saudi Arabia but is now open to a change, with City ready to sanction his departure if the right offer is made. Although City had initially aimed to extend his contract, talks are believed to have stalled. Galatasaray have contacted both club and player, while Saudi Pro League interest lingers in the background. The potential departure of Ederson is not the only concern for Pep Guardiola. Stefan Ortega, City's reliable backup, is also entering the final year of his contract and has been linked with a return to the Bundesliga. Ortega is eager for consistent first-team football, which has sparked interest from clubs, although previous links to Burnley as a direct replacement for Trafford now seems to have cooled. In response to the growing instability in their goalkeeping ranks, City have intensified their efforts to bring James Trafford back to the Etihad. The 22-year-old left the club for Burnley in a £19 million deal in 2023, but City cleverly inserted 3 key clauses: a £40 million buyback option, a sell-on clause, and a matching bid clause that gives them the right to equal any accepted offer within 3 days. City officials remain admirers of Trafford, who rose through their academy and is considered a long-term solution. He has continued to impress at Burnley, becoming a standout in the Championship last season and earning regular call-ups to the England squad, although he is yet to make his senior debut. According to multiple sources, City have already held talks with Trafford, who is reportedly keen on a return to Manchester. Trafford's familiarity with Guardiola's system, his English homegrown status, and his ball-playing ability make him an ideal fit. Newcastle United had led the race to sign Trafford and have already had at least 2 bids rejected by Burnley. They remain interested, viewing him as a long-term successor to Nick Pope. However, City's contractual edge, particularly the matching bid clause, gives them a significant advantage should Newcastle return with a higher offer. If Burnley accept any external bid, City will be informed and given the opportunity to match it within a 72-hour window. Trafford is understood to favour a return to City if such a scenario unfolds. That's it for today's update. Do you think that Nicolas Jackson will move and more likely go to Manchester United? And is it just a matter of time for James Trafford to join City? Leave your comments below. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, please hit that like button. It really helps our small channel grow and tells YouTube to show this video to more football fans like you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and tap that notification bell so you don't miss any of our latest football news. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.